the man of strength and promise among these judges. None was so strong, so funny, and so as son, the man whose strength prevails, directly from God. The birth of a chosen Samson was born from a promise. His mother, a barren woman, received a visit from an angel of the Lord. The angel said she would have a son that would begin to liberate Israel from the hands of the Philistines. But there was a condition. He should be Nazir or be to God. Since birth, this meant three things. It's no use drinking wine, no. Could touch anything impure. Could never cut the hair, for in him was the sign of his covenant with God. When Samson was born, his parents knew he would be special. And as the Spirit of God grew, strengthened him supernaturally, the strength we had from God from a young age, Samson demonstrated a strength that no man had. Once, when traveling, a lion roared against him. Samson tore it with his own hands, like a kid. Later, when he came back for the same path, found the lion's neck, and inside it a honeycomb. He ate the honey and took some to his parents, a symbol of the sweetness that can even be born from the fight. But Samson was also an impulsive man, fell in love with a Philistine woman and wanted to marry her even against parental advice. During the wedding, a tribute to Philistine guests, based on the episode of the lion and the honey, when they discovered the secret, because his wife had betrayed them without, got angry and left, killing 30 men to pay. His debt was the beginning of a bloody conflict between Sam and the Philistines. Samson later tried to reconcile with his wife, but found out that she had been given to another man, taken from IRA. He had an unusual idea. Probably 300 foxes, tied them in pairs by the tail, and throw lit torches between them. Then the Nas plantations of the Philistines, wild and olive plantations, burned in flames. An act that left enemies furious. The Philistines, in revenge, burned their wife and her father Samson, then responded again with violence, defeating many of them. The name of Samson became synonymous with fear and power across the region. The Philistines couldn't take it anymore. One night he went to Gaza City and slept in a woman's house. Enemies surrounded the city, waiting to catch it at dawn. But at midnight, Samson woke up, ripped off the city gates with the locks and everything, and carried them on his shoulders to the top of a hill miles away. No one could stop Lo. His strength was invincible, but your heart fell, and then came into your life. Delilah, a woman from Sorek-Sansan Valley, fell in love by her, but the Philistine princes saw in her an opportunity, promised him a large amount of silver if she discovered the secret of the strength of Samson. Delilah tried several times to deceive him. Samson, tell me, I beg you, in which your great strength consists, I asked. Samson fooled with the answers. At first he said it was enough to tie him with new ropes, then with fresh strings, then weave your hair on a loom. Every time Delilah brought him, and every time he got rid but tired of supplications. And without realizing the danger, Samson finally revealed the truth. Never passed a razor over my head, because I am a Nazirite of God from my mother's. If they cut my hair, my strength, get away from me. Delilah waited for him to sleep and had the 7 braids cut off. When the Philistines arrived, Samson tried to fight back, but his strength had abandoned him. They arrested him, they gouged out his eyes and took him chained to Gaza, where they made him turn a hand, the work of slaves and animals. With time, the hair of the sun started to grow again. The Philistines, celebrating their capture, organized a big party in honor of their god. Dagon took Samson to the temple to mock him. Before the blind crowd, humiliated, Samson asked the boy to guide him, that placed it between the 2 columns. Temple officials then prayed one last time. Lord God, remember me. Give me strength just this time so I can get revenge of the Philistines for the loss of my eyes with all your strength, without. Split the columns, and the temple collapsed upon him and upon the enemies, that day without killed. More in his death than in his entire life. Samson's legacy, and was buried between Zorah and Staol. On your father's grave, Manoah, he judged Israel for 20 years. Despite your flaws, your impulsiveness, your passions and mistakes, Samson was remembered as an instrument. At the hands of God, Samson was not just a strong man. He was a man of promise, of weakness and redemption, a reminder that every person has a purpose, and that the force, what really matters, is the strength of the Spirit.